I hit record. Here we go. So this list has a common factor in all of them. There's one common answer that can help you. You can answer all of it. Okay. Does anyone have an idea of what they all have in common?
Maybe action?
Okay. Maybe action. There's something very specific.
Oh, I was thinking maybe having your own testimony.
Get a testimony.
I don't know, things are just popping in my head, that's what I'm saying.
So there. Do you want to know the answer? There's one common thing that answers and solves all of these. Starts with a V, ends with an LU.
Value.
Value. Huh. Are you coloring in your book?
So think about this. The only reason people say I don't have money is they don't see the value in it. Why should I spend the money? Why should I spend money? Because here's the reality of it. The no money thing. Are these people spending money?
Yes.
How often do we spend money?
All the time.
Every single day.
Every day.
Okay. Why? Because you need it. You're like, oh, I need it. I need it. So you see value in everything that you buy. If you don't see value, you wouldn't buy it. Plain and simple. We are always willing to spend money if we see the value. Okay? And we'll talk a lot about this one. Okay, no likes. Okay? So this one's an interesting one because the way that we post, obviously, if there's no value, a lot of people don't want to like it. People have to find value in what it is that you post, and it's a test. So for everyone, this is going to be so different when it comes to social media. Some people are gonna like, and it's just the people that are in your circle, in your space. Everyone's going to see value in different areas when it comes to you, because the reality is who are people really buying from? It works.
You.
Nope, it's you, right? So this all goes back to who are you being? Who is it that you, and how is it that you view you? How is it that they view you? Okay? So good. I need new people. Well, is that true? Well, not necessarily, because your products, the majority of every product that any company has meant to help the masses. You just got to find value for why you can help that person. And if they can see it, if they can see how your product will help them and add more value to them, then they'll buy it. Okay? So can you see how all of these things are just about a value?
Absolutely.
So let's see. Who should we pick on? Kim, what are you hearing from this conversation so far for you?
Sorry, I had to unmute. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
I mean, I think that's very, I mean, the whole value aspect is, I mean, that I never really thought of it that way. So, I mean, I guess are you kind of saying that we kind of need to market more towards people that we think, like in our circle, that we think need the product?
So this is good. This will lead us into what we can talk about and how you can start adding value. So Kim, there's always a pain, or there always has to be a problem, right? Pain, problem, either way. But then the more pain you can address towards people, as marketers, it's your job to find out the pain. Okay? So Kim, what are some of the pains and problems that you fix? Because there's pain, problem, and then there's paradise. And solution. Okay? So Kim, what are some of the
So what do we fix? It works? Is that what you're?
Yeah, let's just focus on it works. Yep. What are some of the pains that people face?
Pain. Like, are we talking like emotional pain here? Physical pain? I'm trying to think.
All of it.
I'm not all of it. I mean, I think in regards to, I'm just trying to think. Maybe if it's painful for you to, exercise. I know I've read a lot of reviews from the supplements where people can use them and they've lost weight without even exercising. Perhaps that's something. And then if it's like an emotional pain.
So Kim, how would you sum that up into just generic? Like people lose weight just by taking the supplements or what?
That. I guess how they can enhance their lifestyle by taking the supplements.
Okay. So this is good, Kim. So this is what everyone does, and all they do is address the paradise. Okay. So here's a good way to know whether you're addressing pain or not. Is if someone can say, "So what?" It's a very good indication of so what? Like why? Like can you see how that can bring no value? If I can say so what, automatically I don't see the value. Okay?
Right.
So this is a good indication because now we know this is good feedback because now we know that a lot of people are going to struggle to be able to address the pains that people have. Okay? So just off the top of my head, and some of the pains that you can see with people is stretch marks. Okay? Not being able to get rid of your stretch marks. Now you have a new energy drink. So what are some of the other pains? Low energy. Another pain is feeling like we can't lose weight. So can you see how we are just addressing the pains and problems that people have?
Definitely, yes. And I guess also to add to the list about, my sister started actually taking the Confianza, and she's had like a lot of depression issues, and she's really loving it and how it thinks it's really helping. So that's another one.
Okay. So
Sorry, that's my.
you're all good. So even low moods, we can't say that it fixes depression, but we can say low moods or anything along those lines. Okay? So the more you can address these pains and these problems out of people, the more they'll start to create the value within themselves. Because here's what you want to learn how to do is go take people from their pain to their paradise. That's all you are ever doing. So in order to get from pain, you have to be able to ask questions. Questioning is the best way for you to find out what pains people are dealing with, and then where you can add the solution, add value. Okay? So, how would you find out what products people need to use? Where you can fit your product or service in? Well, just consider this. Okay? Hey, Martha, whatever, saw that you had a new baby. How are things going? Good. Awesome. Are you excited to get back into your swimsuit and like be able to swim again and all these things? The majority of people will be like, no, like I still have a lot of baby weight and like my body's like totally different. So not really. I just wish I could take, and they'll start talking about their pains. People will automatically start talking about it. Now this is totally in general. Okay. Can you all see my screen still?
Uh-huh.
Okay. So I'm going to show you a prime example of what it's like, or where you can see like taking pain to paradise. So this is me with talking to an expert on skin. Okay, so my skin, like, it drives me insane because it's so inconsistent. It's like 1 minute it's breaking out, and then 1 minute it's clear, 1 minute it's breaking out, and I've never been able to find something that is just like steady. So I just needed to talk to an expert and figure out what it is that I needed. Okay, so I added this person on friend. I knew that they were an esthetician, and I just began to talk about what my problems were. Okay, so you can see right here. Hey, Katie, I'm friends with Sean and Satema. I saw you were an esthetician, and my skin and this Utah dryness do not get along, especially in the winter. But anything I wash or put anything on my face, it makes it worse. I feel like is there a solution to my baby skin? Okay, so then she responds, hi, Matt. Yes, I've heard things about you in your personal training. So she just starts to create that value there and that relationship and trust. And then she says, having dry skin here in Utah is one of the #1 concerns for people. I can absolutely help with that. Tell me what products you're using now or have tried that are not working. Okay. Now, to all of you, this may seem very simple. Okay. This, like, having dry skin here, like, there's so much going on just in that paragraph about marketing that is huge for all of you to understand. Okay. So, Jennifer, what are some of the things that you're noticing when I read having dry skin here in Utah is one of the #1 concerns for people? What are you noticing about that? Jennifer? Oh, Jennifer's mic's not working. Okay, let's go to Ashley. Okay, Jennifer said that she notices that she was relating. Okay, good. Ashley, what else? What are you noticing in that paragraph?
That you're expressing your pain.
Okay. Pain. What else? So Jennifer said letting you know it's something she's experienced before. So good. That's good. What else?
She's asking you what products you have been working with.
Yeah.
So she can help you with your problem.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so let's go back. I just want to focus on that little paragraph, like, and just kind of point out some things. So here I came and I started to talk to her about my pain. What is my pain?
Dry skin.
Dry skin. What else?
Inconsistent breakouts.
Breakouts. Okay, anything else? That's pretty much it, right? Cool. So, here's my pain, and she needs to bring me to paradise. Okay, so there is this frame mindset that I have over here. Okay, so right here, this is where I'm at, and she has a frame right here. So all she is doing is drawing this picture for me. She's like, yep, there is this solution for your skin, right? Like, she starts to draw this picture for me. But most of all, here's what you all need to understand. This is all about creating what's called the CEA. Okay? Does anyone know what that is? If not, that's okay.
Celebrity, expert, and I don't know what the A stands for.
There you go. So celebrity. I drew those too big. Expert. Authority. Celebrity, expert, authority. Okay, what does this mean? When you see celebrity, who do you think of? No one thinks of any celebrities? This is a first. Who is a celebrity?
Jennifer
Aniston.
Eva Mendes.
Oh, there we go. There we go. Okay. See, it's very easy for us to point out who celebrities are, right? You just point them out. Celebrities. So when you think about a celebrity, like what comes to mind? Like if you saw a celebrity walking down the street, what happens?
You saw like drop jaw.
Okay, drop jaw. What else?
You're mesmerized.
Your eyes. You're mesmerized by him. And then nowadays it's like, can I get a selfie with you? Right? Run up and snap. Okay, celebrities are people, like, think about this. A celebrity is someone who draws people towards them. People want to be with them. Okay? So celebrity is like, they're so cool, like I wanted to hang out with them. But the thing about celebrity status is that it is bought. Like, people don't understand that, but the majority of the celebrity status is just completely bought. Okay? And you can set yourself up as a celebrity as you start to create value, as you start to set yourself apart from everyone else. Okay? Because you got to think about it. A celebrity is someone who is different from everyone else. If you're just like everyone else, you're not really a celebrity anymore. Okay? So expert, when you see expert, what comes to mind?
Like a doctor or a lawyer.
Yeah, doctor, lawyer. Like, think about this. When you go to the doctor, if he's like, Huh. Huh. You know what? I don't even know. You're like, doctor, I just have a cold. I just need, yeah, I don't know. Like, I'm so baffled by this cold. I don't know what to give you. Like, how would you respond to the doctor who's like, I don't know?
I'm not
Bye.
paying you.
You're like, please go away. Please stay away from me. Okay? You guys, I want you to notice this. The only people I talk to or get advice from are who?
Experts.
Experts. The only people. Okay? So when I needed to fix my skin, guess who I went to? An expert. When I went to go get my hair done yesterday, guess who I went to? An expert. And when these people are like, do this, do this, do this, I'm like, okay. Do you question what an expert says?
No.
Now here's the other twist to it. The people I see as experts, does that mean that you are all going to see them as an expert?
Not necessarily.
Not necessarily. Because you could probably have someone else in mind. Right? Like, if I thought about a hairdresser, Stephanie's like, no, I'm the expert on that. Actually, how many hairdressers do we have on here? I feel like we have more than one. Ashley, right? Ashley is one, and Stephanie, I don't know. So just think about this and like how this relates to you. Cassie, how does you becoming an expert, like why is this so crucial for you in your business?
Because it'll build that trust with people that they'll trust me to help them.
Okay, good. Builds trust. People come to you. So good. Okay, now go to authority. When you think about authority, what do you think about?
Government, police officers, principals, teachers.
Okay. So what about them? What makes them authority?
They're like a higher rank above just normal citizens, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
They have more resources handed to them or available.
Okay, good. So think about like authority, they just tell you. They're like, you're gonna do this and this and this. Like authority are people who lead. And then they tell you what to do. So how does that relate to you and your business, Kelly?
We should be an authority on our products and solutions to problems that we deal with.
Yeah. Is it okay to tell people what to do?
Yes, as long as you know what you're talking about.
Yeah. In fact, how many of us want to be told what to do when we seek out an expert?
Everybody.
Everybody. So if you are scared to tell people what to do, I just want you to consider this. That now this one loses its value. People won't see you as an expert if you can't tell people. Okay? This is what sets you apart as a CEA. Stephanie, what are you hearing from this conversation for you?
I'm hearing that I need to be more confident in telling people what to do when they're asking about the products and making it more. Sometimes I feel like I come across as very pushy, even with hair stuff.
Yeah.
But just being more relatable to people and explaining to them better, I guess, at how to use the products, like what exactly, and really get to them that if they're going to use the wrap, they need to do these things for the next 3 following days. Otherwise, they're not going to get results. And help them understand, well, if you're going to go and eat McDonald's, like, you just wasted your money and wasted a wrap. Why did you do that? People don't. It's like, oh, I'm going to put the wrap on, then I'm going to go eat at McDonald's because I'm flushing out all that fat anyways, and they're not understanding.
Yeah. Perfect. CEA is so valuable because if your people don't get results, like if my clients don't get results, they always put it back on me. This is why I have to be so clear about what it is that people need to do to get results. So that when they come to me, Matt, I didn't get results. And I'll say, well, did you do this? Did you do this? Did you do this? Did you do this? And if they're like, no to any of those, then I'll say, then you know your problem. Go fix it. You'll get results. Okay, so good. Jessica, what are you hearing from this conversation for you?
That when I talk to people, I need to be certain about what I'm telling them and what I'm telling them to do and what products they need to do, they need to use to help with their problems. That makes sense.
No, perfect. So yeah, tell people what products to use. When people are coming to you about their problems, even if it's like seems very small, like, man, I just wish we could like lose weight really easy. I wish, man, I wish I could get rid of these stretch marks. Like, don't be nonchalant about it. Jump on it because they have just given you permission to tell them what is it that you do. Like, tell me how I can get rid of this. And you be so direct and so confident within yourself. Like, be a celebrity and tell them. Be the expert. Okay? So with me, dry skin, breakouts, just talking about my pain. Okay? Now go back to this conversation. What she does in this conversation is that first she addresses the problem. She says, I hear you. Dry skin is a problem. Number one concern for people. And I can absolutely help with it. Okay? Now here's where she starts to create value. Here's where she starts to help me see what it is that I need to do. Could she have told me right off the bat, like, just think about this. She could have told me exactly what to do right now, right? Could she have just told me right there, right then, what products to use?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Okay. Do you think I would have bought?
No, that's not enough information.
Mm-mm. So if she came in and she said, here, buy this and buy this and buy this, I would have been like, okay, I don't know if I want to. But instead, how did she get my interest more? Tell me what products you're using now or have tried that are not working. You guys, this is such a huge, huge part of marketing. Being able to ask questions, to find where people are at. Because think about this. Let's draw this out. Okay, I'm here at point A. If she just started talking about point Z to me, Look what's missing in between. Now, what she needs to do is help teach or help me see, or let me rephrase that. What she needs to do is figure out where I'm at. What does my point A look like so that she can help me go from A to Z? Does this make sense?
Yes.
Can you see this? This is why asking questions has to be like number one priority always. Always interrogate. The more questions and the better detective you could be. Like, that's what I always think. When someone told me to be a marketer, they said, just be a detective. And so I started to think, well, what does a detective do? They always ask questions. How many questions have I asked you during this webinar?
Ton.
When you come to my live events, how many questions do I ask?
A lot.
Like constantly, right?
You're asking us questions right now, Matt.
There you go. And I was waiting for everyone to catch on because I'm always asking questions. Why?
To see where we're at. To see if we're understanding.
See where you're at. So I'm not skipping steps so that I can add value to the conversations that I'm having. Always. Like, how often do I do this?
Always.
Always. Okay. So go back to this conversation. So I start to tell her like the products that I'm using. I've tried different things like multi-level company skin care products, Proactive, and just about every general store product brand. Everything seems to dry my skin out or make it really oily. And she's like, dang. Like, yeah, you really have tried everything. I would recommend a product called, I don't even know how to say that, Ormedic. It's through a skincare line. I'm called Image. I'm in love with it. Amazing, quick results. Okay, notice her language. Amazing, quick results. What do we all want?
Fast results.
Yeah, amazing, quick, and we want results. For all of your people, what is it that they want?
Results.
Results. That's it. That's all people want. That's all we want. And that's the biggest way that we find value in a product, because once we see results, what do?
We tell
We
everybody.
continue. Yep, tell everybody and continue to use it.
Yeah. With all of your nutrition programs, because you've gotten results with your diet and your nutrition, guess what you want to do for the rest of your life?
Eat right and exercise.
Yeah. You apply the principles that I teach you and you're like, cool, I'm gonna do this and this and this because I know that it works. I'm completely sold. Make sense?
Yes.
So now she starts talking to me about, and she starts proving to me that she's an expert. It's a skin balancing pH line. Like, she could have ended it there and just said, period. Amazing quick results, period. And I'll be like, cool. But now she starts to add more value to it. It's a skin balancing pH line. I absolutely love it. And my clients love it. So case studies. My clients have had massive results from it. Okay? Case studies. Her testimonial, her clients' testimonials, and then again adds more benefit, right? We could also incorporate some hydrating products too to keep on top of it. It is a professional line. Listen to her language, just like I love this conversation with her because I was like, this is going to be perfect for my training tomorrow because this is so perfect. And the direction that this went. Okay? So, talks about that. continues to talk about all of this, and then how are you with routines? The less better as far the less the better as far as what you use, or are you good to use few products in the morning and night? Tell me what would serve you best, and I'll make it happen. Okay. Ashley, what are you seeing here?
Sorry, can you say that again?
What are you seeing here with this, with what I just said?
I don't know. I wasn't really listening. I'm at work.
Oh, you're okay. You're okay. So she asked me a question. She says, "How are you with a routine? The less, the better, as far as what you use, or are you good to use a few products in the morning and night? Tell me what would serve you best, and I'll make it happen."
She's asking questions and trying to figure out where you're, sorry, where you stand and what you'd be able to use and how to use it, kind of.
Okay, so think about this. Like, she's telling me, like, she's letting me tell her, like, what I want and what I would use. Like, all she's doing is she's making me create value in it. Like, she's not doing anything other than making me create the value. You guys, this, like, marketing and sales, like, if you rush the process, you will lose it every single time. I've tested it all week. And the ones that I drew out the conversation, sold, sold, sold. Anytime I made it short, nothing. They're like, nope, I'm good. Okay? So notice what she says. Tell me what would serve you best. Not, like, she's not telling me, like, you have to do this and this and this, but she also like, capitalizes on it, and she says, I'll make it happen. Okay, Diane, what are you noticing from this?
That she's letting you be the decider. Like, she's giving you the option to decide exactly what you're wanting, how much of it that you are willing to do, and then she's just going to make it happen.
Yep. Perfect. So then I tell her, and then she says, okay, perfect. Let me know your main what your main skin concerns are. Do you have dry skin? How often do you break out? Is it consistent struggle? Any other concerns? Once I get really clear, I can get you a regimen set up. Okay, again, question, question, question. Once I see it, then I can get a regimen set up. So think about your products that you all have with It Works. Like, do you have things to be into a regimen?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Okay. So what is a regimen?
I would say it's like almost like a system or a, gosh, I can't find the right word.
Well, what is your regimen? Like, if you were to, like, try to sell me a regimen, like, what would it look like?
Well, they have a really good regimen that's the Dr. Don recommendation, and it's the Core Nutrition, it's Vitals, so you're getting like your multivitamin, the greens, which is detoxing, and then the regular, which is also helping you absorb nutrients and detox. So it's kind of like a detox and a vitamin boost at the same time.
Okay, so It Works, Vitals, Greens, and what else did you say?
Regular.
Oh, and reps.
Oh yeah, because yeah, after you detox, you want to wrap.
Okay, so look at all of this. If you were to just jump onto someone and say, this is what you're going to do, like, how many of us get overwhelmed with all these products?
I know I do.
Like, see, sometimes we expect people
I
to
do
buy
too.
the regiments, and we can't even do it ourselves, right? Like, I just need you to look at this and just take this into consideration. If you can't find where people are at, and you're telling them to do all of these things, they're just going to become overwhelmed. So if all they said is like, all I can handle is taking vitals for right now. So if you asked them, like, are you good about taking a lot of products? Are you good with just like one product? Like, what is it that would work best for you? And they're like, yeah, I can barely take my vitamins in the morning. Are you going to give them the vitals?
I would probably suggest more of the greens because that's
Yes.
yeah.
So that's perfect. Like I wanted to see if you'd catch on to that. Like it vitals, how many pills are in there?
You take 3 a day.
3. So for some people that's like, oh, so many pills. I have 3 that I'm supposed to take every morning, and I struggle with it. Okay. Cassie, what are you getting from this conversation so far?
Basically, like you said, find like that pain instantly and find out like what it is that they're needing to help them out. Like, oh, I lost my train of thought. Basically asking them like questions, you know, overwhelming them with products, saying like, oh, I know this and this and this can help you. We need to more find out, you know, ask them questions like, you know, like you said, be the detective and, you know, find that pain that they have, and then basically, you know, find the root of their problem, and then, you know, okay, like ask the question like, are you, you know, what kind of regimen do you have, like, you know, are you like are you good with taking a lot, or you need to just take a little, and then just like you said, like ask questions, and then, you know, then give your recommendation after you've asked the questions. Like, don't jump to the recommendation before you've asked the question.
Yeah. So notice this is just like going to the doctors. Like if you go to the doctors, one thing that he does is like the first part before anything, like he's just diagnosing, asking questions. Where do you hurt? What's the scale? 1 to 10. Okay, does it hurt when I do this? Does it hurt when you move like that? Okay, lift your arm. Does that hurt? Like the best doctors are those who can be thorough and ask so many questions. So good, Cassie. So there is a process, and this is how you communicate. This is how you even post. Okay, so pay attention to this. This is what we call strategic. What? Wow, I'm not gonna spell this right. Not today. Okay? Strategic seduction. So look at this. There's a few parts to this, and number 1 is that you want to communicate a message. So communicating a message is simply like I like for me, like when I'm talking about like on my post, three biggest ways or three biggest myths that people believe about nutrition. Communicating my message. Okay? So it's plain and simple. It's just like that headline. So when you make a post or anything like that, it's just communicating a message. When I was having a conversation with the esthetician, like the message. What message did she start out with?
What problems are you having?
Okay. So let's go back up to the top. So it's more, her message is more, I can help you because I am an esthetician. I am an expert. Having dry skin is one of the number, so this would be like a headline, right? Could you put this on a Facebook post? Having dry skin here in Utah is one of the number one concerns for people.
Yeah.
That's a headline. Communicate a message. Okay. So what's one message that you could communicate like today with your Facebook?
Ooh. I would say maybe like with the confianza, you can say like a lot of illnesses are stress related. Go into something about being stress related or having lack of concentration,
Okay. So this is
and then relate.
okay. So I want you to just look at this. Like when you're trying to communicate a message on Facebook, and whenever you communicate it to anyone, you want to be able to first just capture their attention. Okay. Now, when you have conversations, the message is going to be a little bit different in the way that you present it. But even when I talk to someone, I could say, listen, there are three myths that people believe about nutrition. And I see them when I talk to you. But there's three myths that people believe about nutrition. So this is like, we want to intrigue people with our message, right? So questioning, especially when you're post, like making people think, like catching their attention, like you want to draw their attention to your post. Okay, Diane, is this making sense?
Yes.
So what's something that you could say that would kind of intrigue people? Like go, huh?
I've always been kind of a facts girl. Like I like to look up facts, and so most likely putting out like a "Hey, did you know?"
Yeah.
post or something like that.
Yeah, something like that is perfect. Did you know that, I don't know, 48% of people have blah, 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 blah?
Right. Like some sort of, fact that's reliable.
Yeah. Like, and so the only people who are going to read that and come to you are people with that problem. Make sense?
Yeah.
Cool. Okay. The next part of this is to capture permission. Okay. So just consider this, and the difference in the attitude. And I talk about this all the time to people. what this means to capture people's permission. Because oftentimes, when you go into like a store, who are the most annoying people to deal with when you go to a store?
Those people.
Salespeople. Why are they so annoying?
They won't leave you alone.
Won't leave you alone, and they continue to tell you about all these things that you're like, I do not care. You're like, I don't care. Our jeans are on sale for $4. I don't know. That would actually probably catch people's attention.
Yeah.
So, or you could say like, all our wallets here are 20% off today. So you should come and check out our wallets. Right?
I think it all depends. I know when I go to a store and it's like the sales lady's like, "Hey, how you doing?" and she establishes that relationship first, and then she starts to sell you on something, then I feel a lot more, receptive to the sale. But when it's just like blah into your face, you're like, "Okay, cool."
Hey, how are you doing? Did she just capture your permission to talk to you?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
And we're being sexist. We should say he or she. Okay? So, they capture your permission. So just consider, when I talk to all of you, do I like just shove it down your throat and be like, blah, blah, blah? Or do I say, just consider this, think about this, what if, which way do I use most?
You definitely don't shove it down our throats.
Nope. So the majority of times I'm capturing your permission. Right?
Yeah.
Why do I do that? Why in the world do we capture permission?
I don't know.
So that you're open.
It's so simple.
So that you'll listen to what I'm saying. If someone is sitting there, like you can use this even on your kids, is if they're like sitting there and complaining about a situation, blah, 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 why can't I have this? And you're just sitting there and listening, and you just listen, and then you finally say, can I give you some feedback? Will you listen? Are you opening to listening to what I have to say? Can I coach you on this? When someone says yes, like, yeah, Matt, I want some coaching on this, or yeah, Matt, I want some feedback on this. Guess what happens? What do you think happens, Jennifer? Let's see if Jennifer. Oh yeah, Jennifer's can't hear us. Type it in, Jennifer, and I'll read it. So you've got their permission, yeah. You've got their permission to coach, and they're going to listen. They're open to it. How often do we try to cram things and tell people what to do, and they just won't listen? How many of you have ever had like your kids or anyone just be like, they just don't listen to me? I don't get it. And yet you keep on blabbing out your mouth, and yet you're like, I don't know why they don't listen to me. Yet when it comes to you, Like, how often do you listen when someone's like commanding you and forcing you to do things?
Never.
Yeah, just
Hardly.
like never. Okay? So always capture permission. Once you've done that, you can start to convert their mindset. So now that you have their permission, now you can start to reframe the way that they think. Convert their mindset into what you want it to be. So something like this, like when it comes to your wraps. So, I don't know, let's keep using the name Martha. Martha, I just want you to consider, the majority of people will go out there and they will spend thousands and thousands of dollars to get their like baby body back, like to fix their baby body, like their stretch marks. They'll spend thousands and thousands of dollars on laser, or they'll get their skin tightened, spend thousands and thousands of dollars on surgery. So I just want you to consider, like, what I have to offer you is a box of wraps that can take care of those problems. If you will do the 5 things that I tell you to do with these wraps, you can lose your stretch marks and tighten and tone your skin. Save you thousands and thousands of dollars that you can spend elsewhere, like taking your family on vacation and a trip and actually showing off your new bikini beach body. And you don't have to use the dangerous strategic way or the surgical way, and like you can have safety and confidence that you can get results.
I'd buy it.
See? How many of you right there wanted to buy a wrap?
Yeah, definitely.
I just sold you all on your own product. You're like, you guys, after this call, we're all going to jump on and we're going to buy some wraps. See, there's this process that if I can help you see your pain, what is the pain that Martha's going through?
The pain of having stretch marks and loose skin, not feeling comfortable in the bikini, maybe even having to think about spending extra money on surgery. A lot of pain in there.
And what do all women want?
To look good. Yeah, look good and feel comfortable. Yeah.
See, this is where you as a marketer, you have to be able to speak their language. You have to be able to communicate this message while speaking in their language. Okay? Learn to be able to say things like so direct, like, listen, moms, come on. We know that we're not these magazine models where we have a baby and it looks all pretty. Like, we know how ugly it gets. Like, we know the real truth. It's the stretch marks. It is the stretched out skin. And then it's like you got an alien stomach after. And now, like, it changes your body. Let's be real. Now, how many of us are willing to spend thousands of dollars to get this fixed? I just want to ask you, if I had a solution, if there was a way for you to get rid of the stretch marks, get rid of the extra skin, if there was a way for you to feel confident and sexy in your swimsuit, the summer coming up, like, what if there was a way to do it for less than $100? How many of you would be willing to do it?
I know I would.
Yeah. See, if you can post like this, you will capture so many more people because you are relating to them. oftentimes when people post about their service or product, the majority of times we're like, so what? If you were to go back through your post, if you were to go back and look and see this, oftentimes you would probably say in your own post, so what? If you read it from the eyes of the consumer, you would probably be able to say, so what? So whenever you are posting, whenever you are trying to market, my suggestion to all of you is to reread it and to think, do I find this valuable? Is this something that I would buy? Would I read this? Would it capture me? Sell yourself first. Like, sell yourself in your post. Like, if you're like, sweet, this is like, yeah, I'm sold. If you're just like, this is good information, well, good information doesn't make money. Value, value, value. Okay? Are there any questions so far? No? Okay, good. Because I wasn't going to answer anymore. Just kidding. Okay, the fourth part of this is call to action.
Hey Matt, what was number 3? I don't think you numbered number 3, but I was writing down everything you said.
Convert mindset.
Convert mindset. Okay.
Okay, so that's where we're just trying to help them see the possibilities and convert their mindset. Like, people spend thousands of dollars on surgery. Well, I have a solution for you to do it with less than $100.
Okay.
Okay, now call to action. This is huge, and you have to be so clear on this. You have to be so direct and so clear on your call to action that there's no mistaking it for, I don't know what to do next. Be direct. So if you want to change your body, your baby body today, click here or go to this website, which you can't do that on Facebook. Message me right now. Like, don't wait. Message me right now. Don't be afraid to be direct. Give people a clear call to action. Tell people what to do. This is where you have set yourself up as the expert and authority, and you can tell people what to do. And even like at the end of my post sometimes, I'm posting things like, come on, you know that if you put this off, if you say, I'll do this later, you'll never do it. So why don't you just do it right now?
So is that like you're having like an urgency effect to it, right?
Yeah. Create the urgency. You and I both know that if you say, I'll do this later, it will never happen. This is why you need to message me right now. And it's kind of like that humor. Like, the person's like reading it and they're like, they're so right. Dang it, Kelly. Like, how do you know me so well? Okay, is this call to action? Is this making sense?
Yes.
Okay. So I want you to notice this always happens over and over and over and over again. You have to learn how to master strategic seduction. This is something that I practice constantly. How often do you think I do this?
Every day.
Every single day. As my wife and I are walking through the store, guess what I'm saying to her? I'm like, hey babe, strategic seduction. Communicate a message, capture permission, convert mindset, and call to action. And then she'll repeat it. Strategic seduction. She usually struggles with saying strategic. So she'll say, strategic seduction. communicated message, capture permission, convert mindset, call to action. I was like, yeah, we know strategic seduction. And why do we do strategic seduction? Why? Because I just want you to consider, if you were to go on a date, go back to our dating days, if you still are dating, stay there, and think about this. If a man or a woman approaches you and they're like, hey, do you want to go on a date? You're like, oh, yeah, sure. And they're like, okay, cool. Do you want to have sex? You're like, what? You're like, what's your name? I don't know your name yet. You guys, sales is no different. Oftentimes, we're asking people to make huge commitments, just like, hey, do you want to go have sex? Like huge commitments, life-changing commitments. Yet, they're like, still, hey, slow down, buckaroo. Like, this is the first date. I don't know your name, and why don't you buy me dinner first? Sales is no different. So this strategic seduction, this helps you get from point A to point B constantly. You're constantly seeing where people are at. And as you learn to communicate your message and you're constantly capturing their permission, like people will come up and have a rebuttal, like, I don't have money. Okay, so I hear what you're saying, like you don't have money. So I just want you to consider. Oftentimes, when you want something, you'll go and find the money. If you want it bad enough. Now, you told me that you wanted this, that you told me that you wanted to like tighten and feel confident and wear that sexy bikini this summer. Like you told me you wanted it. Now, do you still want it or not? No, I do want it. Okay, Lisa. What I want you to understand is that I'm telling you that this is less than $100. You and I both know that if you're like, you'll go spend that money somewhere else, whether it's on restaurant food, whether it's on like that new hair product, getting your nails done, like you will find a way to spend the money. Now, what I hear you saying is that you want to change your body, right? Yeah, I really want to get rid of this skin. I really want to get rid of the stretch marks. I really want to be able to feel confident in that bikini this summer. Okay, Lisa, this is what I want you to do. I want you to go get your card, and you and I will put this order together, and we'll get your order, and you'll get your box of wraps within 3 to 5 days, and you'll be fine. Did you see how many times I went back through strategic seduction with that?
Yes. Yeah.
And the more you can do this, the more you can help reframe and help you can capture their permission. You can really take them from their pain and help draw it to their paradise. So look here. Okay, so you can see the screen, right?
Yes.
Okay, take them from their pain. Always just hit their pain. Like, you told me that you don't feel confident in your skin. You told me that you don't feel sexy anymore, even for your husband. You told me that you want to change. Okay? Now what I'm telling you is right now you can. If you buy these wraps, you can. You can have the sexy body. So I'm constantly going back to their pain. Like, they don't feel sexy, they don't feel confident, they don't feel like, you always want to hit back and help them feel their pain. When the emotion is high, people will buy. Oh, that's a good rhyme. Emotion high, people buy. When you're excited about something, what do?
Tell everybody.
Tell everybody. And like when there's a good sale on your favorite product, what do?
Tell your friends.
Tell your friends, and you're like snapping up more than one. You're like, they're on sale. This is how women think too. I know this. They're on sale, so let's just buy 4 of them because that's a good deal. And the only way the sale works is if we buy 4 of them. And us men are like, now you just spent more than 1 pair. Yeah, but we got 4, so it's a good deal. I'm like, okay.
You have to stock up, Matt, if it's
Yeah,
on sale.
Yeah, you have to stock up. Well, these ones are my work jeans. These ones are for when we go out with the girls. And these ones are, these ones are just funny. You're like, they're all the same color. Yeah, but they're on sale. Okay. Kim, what are you getting from this conversation?
I'm here.
Yeah, no, you're good.
I have it in fragments because I've been with my kids this morning, but my basic whole strategic investment is so I have the first post I ever made when I joined the company. Mom, or your post or pregnancy policy.
Hey, Kim, you're kind of breaking up.
Can you hear me now?
Try again.
Can you hear me?
We can't really hear you. Can anyone else hear?
No, she's breaking up.
Okay, let me try this. Hang on. Okay, Kim, now try. Unmute yourself.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Is that better?
Yep, that's a lot better. Okay.
Okay. Saying that with the strategic seduction, that it just kind of brought me back because when I first started with the company, I made a post on Facebook that said like, "Hey, mommies, have you been, struggling to get your pre-pregnancy body back and want to know how to tighten and tone in as little as 45 minutes?" And I literally got so many responses from that one post, and I didn't even post a picture. I literally just posted that comment, and I got so many messages from people. And then since then, I haven't really taken that route. I've done more of the posting the pictures and stuff like that, and I haven't gotten nearly as much response. So that just makes sense. You're kind of targeting people that way.
Mm-hmm. So this is why even with your greens it's so big, because like your greens can be, come on moms, like we know that we don't get our nutrition in. Like it's so hard to have the energy to keep up with our kids. Like when you got little kids running around, and it's really hard to get our kids to eat their greens, to eat their fruits and vegetables. Like it's so hard. Like it's a constant battle. Like what if there was a way, I just want you to think about this, what if there was a way to get their whole like all their greens, all their fruits and vegetables in, like what if there was a way that they could do it and enjoy it? And you wouldn't have to hassle anymore. And even for yourself. Like what if there was a way to fix that? No more, and not only that, but what if you got more energy so you could keep up with your kids in the afternoon when they're running around causing a mess, yelling and screaming? What if there was a way to fix that? Would you do it? Well, I have an answer for you. It's the greens. See, you have to be able to find the problem, find their pain, so that way you can create the solution. Okay? Are we clear on this?
Yeah.
Okay? So I want to go back to the conversation that I was having with this esthetician, okay? So I told her all my problems. Then she says, let me put a regimen together with price and everything, and I'll send it back to you this evening. Okay, cool. Later that evening, she gets back to me, and she says, I found when clients use 2 cleansers, other products, and routine, it helps to keep their skin from hitting a plateau. Just like in fitness. Holy crap. When she said that, I was like, wow, way to relate it back to me. Just like in fitness. Like, she put it into a frame that I could understand and so clear. Like, yeah, like in body, like I hit plateaus, like, so from keeping you hitting a plateau. So as she did this, like, she wrote out all the price, and you can see. So she told me what I needed, right? Based on everything that she had asked me. So there's an acne cleanser, there's an Ometic balance cleanser, Vital C moisturizer, Clear Cell acne, and as she's doing this, she's putting all the prices in there. So I'm seeing these prices, and I'm like, okay. And then after, are you interested in sunscreen too? $33, or a retinol that really turns your skin and anti-aging, preventing and help breakouts and blackheads, 54 or 50. So again, throws in some extra things. No, I'm regularly outside. Okay, great. Does this sound good? Yes, perfect. What's your email, invoice? So it cost me $140 for everything. $140. Do you think I hesitated?
No.
Nope. Pulled out my card, paid the invoice. Like, she did such a good job with helping me see, like, for me, I was like, honestly, like, I'm willing to try it because nothing else has ever worked. So I'm talking to an expert, like, I trust her. Like, I want to know. Just tell me how to fix it. Just tell me how to fix it. So I'm gonna unmute. If you have background noise, will you just mute yourself out? I know you guys got things going on. You got kids. It's Saturday, so no worries. Hey, are there any questions so far on anything that we've talked about today?
I think it was pretty clear.
Okay, good. Okay, now there are 10 questions that you should always. I want you to write these 10 questions down. Okay? These 10 questions, I want you to write these out. Like, write the answers out to them. Okay? So, the question number 1. What keeps them up at night? I'm not even going to write these because this is too much for me to write on here. Okay? So, what keeps the market that you're trying to target, like, what keeps them up at night? Number 2, what are they afraid of? So this is huge for, like, when you're trying to even, like, get people into your business. When you're trying to get people into your business, like, what I want you to understand is there's a fear that they have. When people are worried about buying a product, there's a fear that they have. The majority of the people that you talk to, the biggest fear that they will have is what?
But it's not going to work.
Not going to work? Which means that they will waste what?
Their money.
Money.
Whoa, that's upside down. Money. Okay? Money will be the biggest reason why. people will or will not join, or will not buy your product. Okay? Money. So what are they afraid of? They're afraid of a loss of money. And if you can't address that right off the bat of why it is not a waste of money, you will struggle. This is why people struggle so much. And I talked to someone about this earlier this week, and they began to tell me, well, I don't want to take someone's money. Like I don't want them to make them broke. And if people are struggling to pay their bills, like I don't want to invite them to spend $100 in my business and then spend $80 a month. Like I can't do that. That's like I just can't live with that. Here's what you all have to understand. You have to believe in your product so much that you never, get this right now, like how serious this is. Do not, like in your mind, you can never think that you are taking away money from people's pockets. Because you should believe in your product so much that you know without a single doubt in your mind that you are benefiting their lives. There's no questioning. There's no doubt. You have to be so certain that your product will change their life and that they need to buy it from you. Me, when I'm telling someone, like I'll give you an example. I had a client earlier this week sign up with me. This client was so scared because they had no money and they wanted to do one-on-one with me. And in fact, this happens constantly with my one-on-ones. No money. And my one-on-ones, they pay a good amount of money to work with me one-on-one for my time and for the value that I bring. But I'm so certain about what I can do that there is no shame. But if there's this part of me that's like, oh, I can't, like this is a waste. Like I can't believe you would spend your money on me. That's a waste of money. Like you put that vibe out there, like you will be broke. Your business will continue to be broke. If you continue to think that you don't add value to people or their lives, you will be broke. Always. If you're like, they can't, I could never ask someone to spend $100 to join my business. They just have no money. Holy smokes. Do you hear what you're saying? I can't, like, there's so many people that I talk to who have this mentality. Wait. Why are you in your business? To get paid, to create money. What is it that they need? They need to get paid and they need to make money. So by you having that fear, you're automatically putting it out there that you don't make money, that you couldn't help anyone. So if you're questioning why is my business not building, I would just have you consider, just for a moment, just consider this, that it has to do with a mindset that you have right here. That you have to believe in your product. You have to believe in your product more than anyone else. That there can be no other product in this world that could replace your product. Never. There's not a skin line. There's not a body wrap. There's not a vitamin. There's not a green. There's not anything. There's absolutely nothing better than your product. And no one can convince you of it because you know. Okay. Kelly, what are you hearing from this conversation?
That we need to believe in our products and stand by them.
Okay.
Be
Stand by your
convinced.
product. Okay, what else?
We need to be convinced of that so that we can make other people feel the same way we do.
And share your belief in it. Like, give people belief. Okay, Kelly? Like, give people belief that they could make money in your business. If they join with you, give them some of your belief. What I mean by that is help them see. Like, listen, Barbara, you don't have any. Where do I come up with all these names? Do I come up with like the most random names? Barbara, like, you're telling me that you're broke. Now, by your past, let's just look at your past. If you continue on another 5 years, does it really get any different for you? Like, is what you're doing right now, is that working for you? Is that serving you best?
Our new LC, my cousin's wife, she ordered a bunch, so that was 124 in volume. Just moved that to Athena, and
Jennifer doesn't know that we can hear her.
Woo!
Your mic works.
it's working now.
Okay. Like, just this is shameless. Like, you guys have to be able to be business owners. And the minute you start to have pity or sympathy and like, oh my gosh, like they're wasting their money, is the moment you lose. And it changes the whole dynamic of your business. You're literally putting it out there that you don't believe in yourself, you don't believe in your product, you don't believe in that what you like the opportunity that you have. Listen, when someone says, I don't have money to join your business, that's the one indication where you should jump on it. That's why you should do this business. So that you can get out of your situation. You jump on that. And you be so confident and so certain about what you have that there's no doubt. And people are like, I can't believe you said that. And you will get that. That's a waste. Like, I can't believe you told me that. Well, I stand by what I said. Possibilities there. I've seen people do it. I can do it. I'm doing it. Everyone can do it. This is so easy. Okay? Do you all hear what I'm saying by this?
Yes.
Okay? So what are they afraid of? And how are you showing no fear? Like, you have to show no fear for them to say, okay, cool. But if you start to get afraid and you start to feed their fear, they will never buy, they will never join. Okay? So number 3, what are they angry about? This goes back to like their pain. Like, what are they angry about? Oh, I'm so angry that I can't, like, that I used all my money on this stupid product that doesn't work. And you're like, oh, I have a product that works. Okay? So what are they angry about? Number 4, what are their top daily frustrations? What are 3 frustrations that people have on a common day-to-day basis? Oh, man, I hate putting on jeans because they're so tight. I can't ever find a pair that fits me, that I like. I have no energy and my kids just like waste it. Like, I'm so tired all the time. I hate that stretch mark skin and flabby skin that I see from my freaking kids that made me have this skin. Telling your husbands, hey husbands, you need to get rid of these mirrors because they make me look ugly. I hate looking at them when I get out of the shower. Okay? So 3 top daily frustrations. I just gave you 3 right there. What trends are occurring in their business or lives? So what are some trends occurring in their lives? Like what's reoccurring for them? Well, like if you're trying to get someone into your business, well, they never have money. They're always living paycheck to paycheck. They're struggling. That's pretty reoccurring. Okay. What do they secretly want? Like, what is it that they secretly want? You know what? I just want to feel sexy for my husband. Like, I don't think that he, like, ever since we had the babies, like, I don't think he really likes my body. Because I don't like my body. I want to be able to wear a bikini. What do they secretly want? Okay, number 7. Is there a built-in bias? Those photos are Photoshopped. That could never happen to me. Those works are so stupid. They don't even work. I tried one and then went out and had a cheeseburger and nothing worked. Is there a built-in bias? Number 8. Do they have their own language? What I mean by this is baby weight, stretch marks, sexy, confident, healthy, long hair, skin, strong nails. Listen, like your guys' product, women, we got the whole sexy package going on. Like, what if you could have nice, long, sexy hair? What if you could have the tight, toned skin? What if you could have strong, healthy nails? Listen, my business is bringing sexy back, women. You want to be a part of it? You want to bring sexy back with me this year? Like, come see. Like, message me right now. Let's get your sexy back 2015. Okay? Language. Number 9. Who else is selling something similar? So, like, where are they going right now and buying these products? Because I can tell you right now, like, there are other products out there that they are buying to try to get the same exact results. They're going to their GNC, they're going to their supplement store, and they're looking for fat burners. They may not tell you that, but they are trying to look for these fat burners. I get this all the time. Matt, what fat burner should I take? I'm like, don't take any. Like, you don't even need them. That's my product. My product is, you don't need fat burners. Like, not yet. But I know people are buying them because I get it constantly.
Hey Matt, can you repeat number 9? My phone rang as you were talking about it.
Nope, too late.
Please.
Who else is selling something similar?
Thank you.
Okay. Okay, number 10. Who else has tried to sell your customers similar products, and what were their results? So, if someone had a bad, like, okay, I want you to see this. Like, this might seem like bad, but I'm just showing you an example. Okay? One person, like my best friend growing up, showed me the products. Matt, you should join It Works because you're a trainer. And I said, wow, that was, okay, that's stupid. Okay? Number 2 is that, so she showed me the product, and then someone else showed me like the business, and I decided to join the business. This was like 2 years ago. Joined the business, and like the leadership was poor. Like, sucked. And I was like, this is stupid. Like, I don't even, like, I have nothing, like, I have no idea what this company even does. Like, I don't get it. Got out. Now, I come in contact with Amber Parker. Amber Parker's like, Matt, do this and do this. Come rap, do this, do this. I'm like, okay. Like, I don't want to be in your business because it's just not what I'm meant to do right now in my life. But give me your hair, skin, and nails. My wife wants it. Okay? So, like, I want you to see, someone else has tried to sell me your product, but the process was like, what was my experience? I just shared it. Like, one like told me that I should do it because I'm a personal trainer. Like, I was like, that's stupid. Number two is like poor leadership. Didn't tell me anything about the products. Number three gave me product. They showed me, they told me, and like they showed value. Got it?
Yeah.
So there are people out there who have tried the products, didn't get results, and it's probably because they didn't get told what to do. The 5 steps, like make sure you wrap, take your measurements, take before and after pictures, drink a lot of water, and then in 72 hours do it again. If they don't have those direct instructions, then I would just have you consider that's probably why they didn't get results. Okay? Is there any questions on any of those questions?
I would.
What?
What was the number 9 question?
What was number 9? Can anyone help her?
Who's selling something similar?
Yep. Who else is selling something similar? Okay. What other questions do you have?
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, it's working better now. So your last one, who else has tried to sell your customers something similar? I run into a lot of times people who are like, oh yeah, I've already tried their apps and they didn't work. And so I try to kind of brainstorm and troubleshoot with them to find out if they were given the right instruction and whatnot. Do you have any other recommendation of kind of, because a lot of times I go through those things with them and I let them know, oh, well, did you try this or did you try that? And they're like, no, I didn't know anything about that. And so to me, I think telling them that and showing them that like I'm trained and I know how to get results, that they're going to want to try it with me again, but they still are just kind of like, oh, okay, great, you know. And like, what advice would you have to still be able to get them, if they've already tried it and haven't had good results, then they're a lot more skeptical about putting more money into it?
Yeah, so this is where you have to be able to show them. So, okay, this happens a lot. Like a lot of people, I don't know who you talk to, but they probably weren't very experienced. They probably didn't hear the instructions that they were supposed to give you in order to make these the most effective. And if you don't do these, you minimize your results. Not only that, but sometimes it takes more than one go around to get results. And unless you took measurements and you did all these processes, like it's hard to know whether you did get results or not. So let me just ask you a few questions. How many times did you try a wrap? Okay. Did you drink your water? Did you like track it? Not just like maybe. Did you track it? Number 3, did you measure? Did you take your measurements? Number 4, did you take your before and after pictures? Hey, can you see the process here?
Yeah. So a lot of times I'll have people, you know, tell me like I've already tried 4, it didn't work, and so I start asking them, well, did they give you steps like drinking a lot of water? Did they tell you it continues to work for 72 hours? I start asking these questions and they're like, no, I didn't know anything about that. And then I guess it's kind of like, well, where do you go from there once they've already answered, no, they didn't do all of the things right, and you're telling them, well, that's what it takes to get results. And then they still just kind of are like, okay, great, but they don't seem to be anxious to try it again.
So this is where you have to start going through strategic seduction and just say, well, what if I were to give you 1 wrap? And like you were to do the process the right way. Would you be open to trying 1 more wrap and seeing if you get results and following the 5 steps that I told you? Would you be open to that?
So you're saying you're just like going to offer 1 free?
I would. Because guess what happens? They get 1 result. They get results, and guess what they want to do?
Get more.
Yeah, they want to get more. So you guys, this is business. I need you all to understand this. Sometimes you have to pay out to get more in return. So sometimes you're going to have to learn to give free product when it's going to be appropriate to give free product. And you're going to have to see, because in the end, the more you're willing to give, the more it comes back. This goes along with you traveling. This goes along with you spending the money to go to conventions. It's like all of these things that you're like telling to spend more money. There's a reason why. There's reasons why I spend so much money into my business and why I have to buy like this go-to webinar is like $50 a month, and then I have all of these other programs and processes that I have to pay monthly payments on. Why? This is just like you buying your own product. You spend like $80 a month to buy your own product. Why? It's your buy-in. This is your buy-in. This makes my coaching most effective when I can have a webinar. So yeah, I have to pay for it. Not always fun, but there's value in it. Is that making sense, Jennifer?
Yeah.
Cool. Sorry, what was that?
You could maybe even also say to ask them to throw a wrap party, invite some friends, and then they can wrap for free. If they don't want to do a wrap party, maybe say, okay, we'll offer it maybe at like a discounted price. I don't know. Those are just some other options too if you want to just give out free wraps.
I love it. There's multiple ways that you could do it. You just have to feel like what works best for you. Where will they see the value? Good. I love it. Thank you, Kim. Can someone please type for Cassie the questions 3 through 6 in the comment and the chat? So even in your post, strategic seduction, help build value, help them see their pain, target their pain, always target their pain. Oftentimes we just want to talk about the paradise, but you want to talk and hit their pain like hard. And be direct. Come on, you're fat, you're overweight. Use like it seemed bold, but the people who are reading it, it will trigger an emotion in them. Because they know, like, you're fat. Like, it's no one in specific, but like, hey, if you're feeling fat, I don't know, like, all of these things, like, just be so direct in targeting their pain. It will help them see. It will help them feel. The more, like, you just paint, like, paradise, more people will be like, cool, that's not me. But if you can help call people out and they're, like, where they're at, listen, I know that you're fat and overweight. That's okay. Because the majority of people who are fat and overweight struggle to find the motivation. They struggle to get results. I get it. They struggle. But what if there was a way, I just want you to think, what if there was a way for you to start getting results by just changing your nutrition? Like maybe exercising is too much and you just need to start taking like a wrap. Maybe you just need to eat better. What if there was a way for me to help you? Fat, overweight people will read that and they will be like, yes, you get it. Like, you get me. And they see the value that you bring to the table. So don't be afraid to be bold and use language that is direct. Okay? Now, was this sales and marketing meeting like helpful?
Yes.
Are you
Yeah.
Are you seeing some things that you can start applying to your business today?
Yes.
Okay. So what is it that you need to change today? In fact, here's what I want you to do. I want you to go to the group. Let's wrap this up. It's been about 2 hours, and I want you to wrap this. I want you to go to the group, and I want you to post 3 things that you need to change in your sales and marketing to move your business forward. 3 things that you're committed to changing to moving forward. Okay? You guys, like, add it, just look to add value. Look to add value to people's lives, and you will have a business. How can I add value? Always think in this mindset. How do I add value? Where can I add value? And you have a business. If all you're trying to do is sell, force, you don't have anything. Come from a place of power and look for where you can add value. Okay, I want to wrap this up. This is recorded, and I will get it converted and within 24 hours. And then if you need to go through it, review, you can. Okay?
All right, thank you.
Okay, you guys.
Cool. Thanks, Matt.
You're welcome. Thank you for being part of it. And post in the, if you have any questions, post it in the group, okay?
Awesome.
Thank you.
Okay, we'll see ya.